Hey guys, so today we're going to continue talking about the standard algorithm of multiplying whole numbers. This is our second strategy on how to multiply 2 by 2 digit numbers. Yesterday you practiced multiplying 4 by 1 digit numbers and 3 by 1 digit numbers. So today we're going to go on and do 2 by 2 digit numbers. Now this is the strategy that your parents probably learned growing up and how I learned growing up. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the steps and do a few problems with you before setting you off on your assignment. Okay, so standard algorithm, we're still going to use our basic facts. Okay, here's a problem. I'm going to redo this problem over here and taking you through the steps that you see here. So the problem is 36 times 47. Okay, now back when we did just 2 by 1 digit, it was like you do 6 times 7, then 30 times 7. Well, we're still doing that same process. Okay, we're going to multiply everything on top by what's in the ones place first. So we're going to kind of pretend that that 4 isn't here right now. We're going to pretend it's not there. So we're going to do 6 times 7 is 42. It's going to put a 2 and carry a plus 4. Okay, now again, we're not multiplying anything by this 4 yet. We're doing everything by the 7. Then I'm going to do 3 times 7 is 21 plus 4 is 25. Okay, now I've multiplied everything on top by this place in the ones place. Okay, so I'm going to scratch out this carry so I know I've already used it. Okay, now we have to multiply everything on top by what's in the tens place. Okay, and this is where it gets tricky with this method, is we're multiplying 36 times 4, but we're really not. We're really multiplying 36 times 40 because it's in the tens place. And because of that, we're going to have to put what's called a placeholder 0 here. So just like when we were multiplying by tens and hundreds, we would add a 0 on the end. This is the same concept. We're just adding that 0 right here. Okay. Then we're going to multiply 6 times 4 is 24, put a 4, carry a plus 2. Okay, then 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2 is 14. Okay, and these are called partial products. Just like with the box, these are part of the whole product, so we're going to add them together for our answer. Okay, now I want to show you the reason that we have two answers here, we don't just keep adding numbers on the end, is because we are multiplying 36 times 47. Okay, so it's the same as doing 36 times 40 and 36 times 7. Okay, here's our 0. We don't need that, so we're going to add it to the end. 6 times 4, we need it, but 6 times 4 is 24. Carry a 2. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Same partial product. 6 times 7 is 42. Carry a 4. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 4 is 25. So that's how we get those two partial products. Okay, because we're multiplying everything on top by everything on the bottom, so we take it in kind of like two separate problems or two separate steps and get two partial products. Okay, all right, so we're going to do some practice together. All right, so we start in our ones place. We forget we're pretending this tens is not here right now. We're going to do 85 times 9. Then we're going to do 85 times 10. So I start with 85 times 9. 5 times 9 is 45. Put a 5, carry a plus 4. 8 times 9 is 72. Plus 4 is 76. Okay, so we just did 85 times 9 is 765. Now I'm going to cross out this carry because I don't need to reuse it because that went with 85 times 9. Now we're going to do 85 times 10. But because it's 85 times 10, we're going to put our placeholder 0 here. Then we do 5 times 1 is 5, and 8 times 1 is 8. And then we add the two partial products together. So when doing this way, there's a lot of room for careless mistakes. So make sure you're taking your time, writing neatly when you're doing it this way. All right, let's do this next one. We're going to do 27 times 74. So really we are doing 27 times 4. Then we're going to do 27 times 70. So we're going to break it apart into two kind of separate problems. 7 times 4 is 28. You put an 8, carry a plus 2. 2 times, we're not going to multiply by the 7. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 2 is 10. Then I cross out my carry. And now I'm going to do 27 times 7, but it's really 7D, so I have to put a placeholder 0. 7 times 7 is 49. Put a 9, carry a plus 4. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 4 is 18. And these are still our partial products. We're going to add them together. Okay, so why don't you pause the video and you try this one on your own scratch paper. Pause the video, try this one on your own, then come back and check it. Okay, so 63 times 95. We're going to do 63 times 5, then 63 times 9, but it's really 63 times 9D because it's in the tens place. So 3 times 5 is 15. Put a 5, carry a plus 1. 6 times 5 is 30. Plus 1 is 31. Now we're done with 63 times 5, so we cross out this carry. We're going to do 63 times 9, but because it's in the tens place, it's really 9D, so we add a placeholder 0. Okay? 3 times 9 is 27. Put a 7, carry a plus 2. 6 times 9 is 54. Plus 2 is 56. And we add these partial products together. So some mistakes a fourth grader typically makes when doing this strategy is a big one is forgetting their placeholder 0. Another big one is when you're doing 63 times 5, you do 3 times 5 is 15, and then instead of doing 6 times 5, you went ahead and do 6 times 9. But remember, we're doing it's like two separate problems, 63 times 5, then 63 times 9D. Okay, so make sure you're doing that. Also, they forget to cross out a carry they've already used and add the wrong carry. So there's, like I said, there's lots of room to make little careless errors. So just make sure you're following the procedure. Remember, even the box way and this way, these are just procedures. We're still just using our basic facts to solve, but we're following a procedure. Multiply everything by the 1s, then multiply everything by the 10s, and make sure you add your placeholder 0, adding the two partial products together. Okay? So I'm going to go over your work with you for today and a new expectation for this week. Okay, so first I'm going to go over your work with you and then kind of talk about a new expectation for that's starting this week. All right, so your work for today looks a lot like yesterday's work. You have a worksheet with, instead of 15 problems, you have 9. Okay, you're going to do these problems on scratch paper. Okay, you must upload scratch paper to your assignment so we know that you didn't just use a calculator to solve these. Okay, so you must attach your scratch paper to the assignment so we can see your work and see your thought process and what you're doing. Okay, so do all these problems on scratch paper. You can enter the answers here. Okay, but all the work needs to be done on scratch paper. You need to attach it to the assignment. If it's not attached to the assignment, we're going to return it to you and count it as missing. Okay, so make sure you attach the work to the assignment. So the new thing for this week is you're going to start doing what the face-to-face kids are doing as far as morning work. We have, when we come in the morning, we have a morning problem to do, and y'all are starting that now. So here's our morning work for the week, and this is what it looks like. Okay, this is your morning work answer sheet. Okay, and then you can see over here you have Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, I'll change that. That's supposed to be Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday. This will say Thursday. Thursday, and then Friday. And what you're going to do is Hold on, I'll change that real quick before I forget. Okay. Every day you're going to answer a question, okay? These are a lot like STAR test questions. And then you're going to come back to this page and you're going to answer these two questions depending on what question you have. So a distractor answer you may have learned last year in third grade is an answer that is like whenever you're taking a STAR type test, there's going to be two answers that probably seem correct. There's going to be one that's close to the correct answer and one that is the correct answer. The one that seems close to the correct answer is what's called your distractor. It's distracting you from the right answer. So on each question, you're going to tell me which one you think is the distractor. Okay. And again, it's what you think. So this isn't really a right or wrong answer. We want to see your thought. And then you need to tell us the answer you think is correct and also write a short sentence of why. Not because I think so is not a reason, but explain your thinking. Why do you think it's correct? Okay. So you're going to do a problem on Tuesday, problem on Wednesday, a problem on Thursday, and then a problem on Friday. Okay. Then on Friday is when you turn this in. All right. So, and again, you record all your answers here. Okay. And your explanations. All right. So that's your assignment for today and for your morning work for the rest of the week. As always, ask Mrs. Raisler or I if you have any questions. And like I told you yesterday, make sure you're studying those perfect squares for your fact test on Friday. And if you look at yesterday's video, at the end, I gave you the list of the perfect squares you should be studying. Okay? All right, let us know if y'all need any help. Y'all have a great rest of the day. See you later.